Stereotypes and emotions affect the way we make decisions. A stereotype is a group of people that the self places into a certain set of characteristics that affects their opinion of that person. Emotions are natural responses to external experience. Using those two terms, my job is to determine which 4 out of the 9 candidates need a kidney transplant the most. Pamela Watson should be taken into consideration as the 4th candidate for the kidney transplant because she is young and married. Since she is young, it is accurate to assume that her and her husband just got married and are very much in love. It would be heartbreaking for her husband if she died, and he most likely relies on her income as well since they are both grade school teachers that don't make a lot of money. Even though she has a heart condition that could affect the kidney, it is not definitive that the kidney will fail. She is young and still has a lot of life ahead of her with her husband, so I think she deserves the transplant as well. Maria Saxena should be taken into consideration as the 3rd candidate for the kidney transplant because it is clear she is a hard worker from the evidence that she has a master's degree in physical therapy. Even though she is not yet a citizen of the United States, she is going through the right process to become one. She is young and is trying to start a better life in the United States, and so I think she deserves the transplant as well. Jeffrey Little should be taken into consideration as the 2nd candidate for the kidney transplant because he is still fairly young. He has 2 children and has worked hard. He currently works as a police officer, which is important because there aren't very many police officers willing to work currently. His wife is a teacher, and it would be hard to support her children financially and physically if her husband was not there to help her. His family relies on him, so I think he deserves the transplant as well. Baha Pinnick should be taken into consideration as the 1st candidate for the kidney transplant because she is a single mom of a 7-year-old daughter and twin sons. Her ex-husband does not provide child support to her, so she must work to provide for her family. Other extended family is not listed in the description, so it would be accurate to assume that the children need her mother to be there for them or they will go into the foster care system, which can be hard on the children. She has an important role in her children's lives, so I think she deserves the transplant the most. The decisions I made were mostly based on my feelings toward the family dynamic of that person. It was hard to choose which 4 candidates would get the kidney transplant because I wanted them all to be able to have an opportunity to give them a second chance at life.